and we're live. Oh gosh, then you realise how bad and the light behind. It's all real. It's all real. Hi everyone, this is Natasha. If you don't know Natasha's been working with us now for 4 years. Has it flown by, Tash?
Flown, literally flown. I can't even believe it's been 4 years already.
Weird, didn't it? It's seeing the kids grow up, then you realise like, oh my gosh, they're babies.
Yeah, literally babies, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your background, why you started your business.
Okay, well, I started and was first introduced when I was on maternity leave. So I had a baby and I was looking for extra income because money was a bit tight. And then started growing, earning extra income, which was great because it meant I could keep my 4 years maternity leave. And then I went back to work full time in September. And I wasn't sure how it would fit in because obviously being at home on maternity leave, I had a bit more time on a lot more time on my hands really, other than the babies, than being at work full time because I've got a stressful job. My background's in retail, so I work in a corporate world. It's very stressful, and I couldn't imagine how it would fit in. But actually,
you've got a lot of pressure in your job.
Pressure, stress, and constant. Everything is constant. And at the time of year when I went back to work, it was near Christmas. So in retail, that's obviously one of the busiest times, and it's our build up to Christmas. So it was really it was a difficult time, and I didn't know how it would fit in, and I was worried about that, to be honest. But yeah.
And obviously thinking that you didn't have enough time. How did it work when you did go back to work?
Well, the month that I went back to work, I actually got my first promotion. So I think it kind of blew everything out of the water, to be honest, and I thought to myself, how's that? They
do say, though, if you want something done, ask a busy person.
Yeah, and because it does make you so much more focused. I think that because you have smaller amounts of time that you can attribute to things, so it does make you a lot more focused, and that's what it did in that month. I thought, I've done this for now this long. I don't want to lose it in September when I go back to work because I loved it. I love it still, and I didn't want to lose any of that momentum I'd gained.
What do you think about like the training and the support?
I think it's amazing. 24 hours, there's always people there. And one of the things that's different from the corporate world is when you have training here, you can go back over it. There's always someone there to answer your questions. And it's literally, like I said, it was always there. Whereas in the corporate world, you have the training, it does kind of stop. There isn't much follow up afterwards to make it consistent. Whereas in here, you can go back over things. You can consistently ask questions, and no one makes you feel like you're silly or you're asking a silly question or anything. It's amazing. The training and support is one of the things that keeps you going, because if you were doing this on your own, it would be tough.
It's lonely, isn't it, sometimes? People think, I want to run a business, I want to run it from home, but actually it can be quite lonely sometimes. So having a really good team spirit, team culture, and genuinely getting on with the people that because most people, 99.9% people do this in addition to a full-time job or being mum or whatever. And so I think it's so important that, nobody comes here to get a telling off. Nobody excuse me, you should be doing more or you should be doing less. Or it's not that. You just go at your own pace, and no one wants to make anyone feel bad, or, but you will get recognised and you will get kind of loved upon.
And I think that's why it's so different to what I do already. Like, I don't want something that I'm already doing where, I'm a store manager, so I'm quite isolated in terms of the friendships you can build because of where your position is. So, people, there's always a barrier from people below you. You can make friendships, but there is always that barrier. So you kind of feel when I'm in store, I'm not isolated because I've got a great team, but it is kind of a little bit like that. Whereas this is completely different. Everyone's on a level playing field. Everyone is there for everybody, and it doesn't matter what position you are. You just with everyone, and that's what I love about it.
Yeah, because we're mostly all here for the same thing. Like, I do it as a career, it's like it was our sole income for 6 years, and but that doesn't make we all just work together. You're still kind of in the trenches with the troops, sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice knowing that, isn't it? Yeah. It's kind of nice knowing. I like that.
Yeah, good.
So we're congratulating you because you've just had your best month in 18 months, in the last 18 months. And can I just say, when you look at those women on social media, I've said this to you already, I'm not, so I'm not shocking or anything. When you look at the women on social media, how the hell, they make me feel like a bad mum. She is rocking lockdown. It literally, they're making clay handprints like lockdown 2020. She's baking her own bread. She's looking tanned. I'm like, how are you doing it, Tash? And plus, you've had the best month in business. So it's give them like anyone looking at the business maybe, or anyone who's just started their business. What would your tips be for kind of getting that good balance?
I think the biggest thing would be focus. I knew going into lockdown, I didn't want to waste the time. I wanted to make sure that I knew where my pockets of time were that I were doing business, and where the time would be with the kids. I'm at home with the kids on my own during the week because my husband's working, and I'm homeschooling. So I know that I have kind of a window, and I didn't want to miss out on the opportunity.
Can I just say, she's not just homeschooling, she actually has a homeschool.
Yeah.
I see women with a kitchen table. She's
in the dining room, in
the classroom.
But it helps them, so it's good. Yeah. So I think just making sure that it's not about the amount of time for me. Definitely is not that, because I haven't grown a load of time. I might not be going to work, but I'm at home with the kids. For me, it massively is just about the consistency, and that's all that's changed. It's just about every day. They say every day touch your business, and I wasn't doing that before because I just thought, oh, I haven't got time, or there's too much. But this, I really focused, and I said, this is the hour that I'm setting aside, 7 to 8 every morning. That's my hour, and I do an hour's business, and I do stuff in the evenings like trainings, or I might do a bit more messaging or ad hoc stuff during the day if I get a bit of time. And hubby's at home this week, so I get extra time, which is great. So there isn't any more time, and probably might be less because I've got the kids all the time now. Whereas sometimes I could palm them off to my mum for a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Just that consistency, and every day just touching it. And I think that's the biggest thing. So I don't think you need to worry about not having loads of time, because I really don't have loads of time. It's about just focusing on what your activity is at the time that you're doing it, and just being focused on it.
Amazing. One last thing then. You've been in the business 4 years now. And of course, you've seen everything, things go up, things go down, things go up, things stay the same for a long time, things go up again. It's just business at the end of the day. What has the extra money done for you, and what has kind of the business done? I know it's not always about the extra money, but of course it helps. What's it done for you and your family, Tash?
I think it's made massive memories, not just in lockdown, but when I was on maternity leave, it was extra money for me to stay off of work and still have that maternity leave. And then when I went back to work in September, I was getting back a full wage again. So it was like, well, I'm getting this pay, and now I'm getting this pay. So the extra money then went to making memories with the kids and stuff. And then they get to see, mummy's doing some work, this is now what we get. So for the last 4 years, we've been to UK Lapland. And now it's like an obsession of my son. All the last 3 months, that is all my eldest. He's 8 years old, loves Santa, Christmas, everything. That's all he's been speaking about. Do you think we'll be able to go to Lapland because of coronavirus and all this kind of stuff? But I haven't booked it yet. So I wasn't going to take him, but now the way he's going on, maybe I have to. But the money then can go towards all of those little treats, yearly tickets to places that we want to go as a family that we couldn't do before. We could maybe do one of the parks and just get a yearly ticket, or go here or there. But now I'm able to go, right, no, this is what we need. This is what I'm going to get. Right. And I've earned the money, and now let's go and pay for a yearly ticket. So, last year we had about 4 or 5 different annual tickets to places so that we could just go anywhere. And that is really special, because it means that the effort I'm putting into a business, you see it in the kids. I'm putting into the world, I see it in my house, but the kids don't see that and don't get rewarded as much. It makes
no difference to them if you've got new curtains or not, does it?
No. But this money is what is all about family and having those experiences. So the money that I've earned this month will more than likely be going on the kids, more than likely be either a holiday, or will be going towards Lapland, or all of those things. But that's where this money goes, and that's what makes it more special, and you feel more connected and wanting to really do it and do well, really.
I love it. Well, you are, and we absolutely love having you as part of the team. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening, guys. We'll see you soon. Well done, Tash.
Bye.